It's horrible. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to look impressed and great, but anyway, has anybody had problems with their iPhones? I've been having some issues with my iPhones. First off, I have an article in my live section about an iPhone I was in at CES at 2026, and I've had problems with my iPhone where it's storage problems. Um, Somehow my iOS and data have more than 50 gigabits of data being used. I thought it was pictures, maybe. It was something, I don't know, but it was 50 gigabits, and that more than 50 gigabits. I thought it just was a pure accident, but no, it's not. I don't know if this is being recorded live or not. Um, I don't know if the actual video, if if everything's being recorded that I'm doing on the phone onto the phone, and somebody pure using it to try to find out if I'm doing something wrong or something else, or they're just trying to be mean or malicious. But it had 50 gigs of data. I rebooted the phone, refreshed the phone, and then it went back to about 8 gigs or 12 gigs total instead of 50. And then I looked on I have on the video I found one on Reddit, I think it's called whatever. Anyway, I found it there, and this guy was having the same issue. He had 55 gigs of his storage being used. And then I don't know if it's a press or media issue. I think it's a press related. It's press related and media related. I think it's freedom of press because your storage has whatever you have on your phone. If it's recording anything, keystrokes or something, and all this stuff is going into this file. And I did go to the Apple store, and when I was at the Apple store, they gave me one of their phones to make calls on, and then I noticed that it says recording. I went in and looked at the phone. It says it's recording everything the person's doing on the phone when they're at the Apple store. Wonder if this is the same feature being turned on my phone. When I was when I went in there, and I felt I was in there for about an hour, and I tried and was waiting for them patiently, and I took my passport, my ID, and I said, "Is there any way I can get my password reset?" And the guy said, "Well, I thought it'd be a simple thing, just here, show me my ID, get my reset." And I had my phone. It was my actual phone at the time, and not this phone. And that they were like, I'll go. We can set you up for an appointment, and then the appointment's in 4 hours, and then I'm taking the bus. And if I wait more time, I won't be able to get home from the bus because it takes me like 4 hours to get to this Mission Viejo library at the Apple store, and living in Rancho Santa Margarita. I wish they had an Apple store in Amarillo, Texas. I lived in Amarillo, Texas. It's big, it's 200,000 people, and it has no Apple store. It has Best Buy for Apple. But my problem is also right now I can't download my pictures to my phone to my computer because I can't find a way to reset it. Well, every time I connect the connection, it won't say trust or not trust this computer. It won't show up as a USB device. It won't do anything. And I don't want to reformat the whole phone just to download pictures. Looks like somebody has some questions. Hello, from Jeffrey Epstein. It looks like I don't know why Jeffrey Epstein's talking to me. Hell, maybe are you related to the guy that's on what has all the porn that all the politicians are stuff? Are you actually him, or just somebody else playing as him? Maybe you're just a character in my head, or are you an actual person? Let's say time stop and you have 10 minutes nowhere in the present world. Where are you where do you want to be doing these in the last 10 minutes? Spending them with family and friends and trying to not get the world to stop and trying to do the best to stop the world from stopping, I guess. Shadow script. What's up? Not much, man. Just trying to figure out why my phone has issues and why I'm doing a live podcast over live stuff about this. Have you checked out my podcast on Spaces Box podcast? It's all about technology, my trips, and everything else about me. different. And I even have a playlist for the Route 89. That's the route from Laguna Beach to Rancho Santa Margarita. If you take that route, you come up here where I live, or you take that route, you go down, you go to Laguna Beach. I thought it was pretty cool for $8. You can take the bus anyway. There is the gendering mix. I don't know. Hi, Uncle. You're great. So good. You're perfect. I'm really proud of you. Don't know who you are, Mix. Are you one of my nephews in Michelle's side or somewhere else or somebody else? Who knows? Anyway, this is a live broadcast. It looks like it's 4 people. For me, a record, I guess, maybe. I'm trying to, what I'm trying to do is, um, I'm trying to upload a picture to my OBS so I could add this is OBS, and I'm trying to figure out how to do this. But OBS has a I was adding pictures because I was trying to put my proof that I am actually media. And I was trying to prove that I was media, and I was having problems trying to get USB to work to resync my phone to my computer, and also trying to get my phone to be able to do different things I wanted to do. I like my iPhone, but I like Android, but I also like Linux. Supposedly, some of my kids or nephews created a Linux something in Linux that I'd like to play with. Then there's other people that have created other things. I don't think things are amazing that people do. Anyway, this shows that I was media at CES in 2025 with Mission Viejo, and I was later media at. It says digital content creator, but I talked to them. They did say it was media at the event in 2026, and then I was media actually at this new event. New event is in the VIX, and I've been approved as media there. I was just going to show that. Um, and I got a new debit card from PayPal today. I don't know if it will work or not. I've had some issues. And then I can also show this is just a badge from I go to a LAN party here locally, San Diego LANparty.net. They're a fun place to be, and they have great food. If you sometimes if they have 3 day LANs, people bring food and stuff and share it. Um, but this is I also went to a to more than a few CSs as buyer or as media, or not as media, but as a buyer or attendee. And I just went there to look at stuff and try to see if I could sell something maybe. And then I was also this is when I became press and this has happened. I don't. And this is around my apartment. Anyway, and there's my drink. My brother's probably mad at me if I drink this stuff, but it's not from Big Gulp. It's actually from actually made by these people by Circle K, a Polar cup. I just use the 7-Eleven cup because there's not near 7-Eleven here. Um, and then the camera right there, my camera I use. A this camera is a specialty camera. It's a Instant 360 controller, uh, fully, and then I have these guys over here. That's my dad. When I'm not gonna put a lot of my sister's stuff up, and then I have that, and then this is my wall over here and my stuff. Anyway, and then this is a picture I found in the trash somewhere in New York, I think. And then I have this picture of stuff right here, mine, and then some other stuff. Anyway, anyway. Um, Thank you for watching. The problem is I'm having is I don't know why Apple on Android you have a choice between seeing like a USB connection or something where you can say turn off or turn on. I don't know if there's an app in the App Store that allows you turning on and off, or if or better yet, if there's a way that Apple made it where if you have a PC and you want to just wirelessly send it to a PC, you can send it. I did not try to send it Bluetooth. I took a picture of that those badges, and I wanted to send it to this, and I'm having problems downloading my phone. I'm also having problems with some other stuff, but the 50 gigs stuff was what made me concerned. And then also the just syncing the phone. It's been a great phone. I this brand new one I got is the funnest phone. It's the first time I've ever had a Pro Max. Um, this is the Pro Max 15 I have. It's been awesome. Mobile Supply has been working with me, and they're in New York. They've been a great company. I did initially buy a 12 Max, iMac 12. It had the old USB connect non-US the format that used the format that used the old connector, and I really wanted to upgrade to the new connector. So I asked them. They're supposed to bill me, or we're going to trade out something to make it where I can pay for this one also, because I went from a 12 to a 15. Because I wanted to, he was going to trade out with a 12 and 12, and I was glad to do that. But I really wanted to make it where I could use USB-C because I have some USB-C devices because I have a Steam Deck. And because I have a Steam Deck, I want to be able to um, also I have the adapters to use the Steam Deck USB-C adapters so I can hook it up to like a monitor, a TV or something like that as a backup and that type of stuff. Though they don't have this, if you hook it up to a monitor, it still doesn't act like it doesn't have the ability the Steam Deck has, where it can go from being a phone to being a other thing. But it does have those some of the features. But the new Android boat does, and then this next phone I'm in my head maybe does, and then this other thing might also the Steam Deck does. And then there's I think it's on Android. It's the Samsung has something like that too. Anyway, let me check on these messages real quick. Sorry. Software, nice to meet you. Nice. Um, I have a mod. My friend passed away. A mod of controlling my channel? I can't do that. I'm sorry, dude. But you can say hi. I'm sorry for your son. Sorry for your friend who passed away. It will be honored for him. Thank you. And I pray for him. You know, dear God, dear Holy Spirit, please bless this guy's friend and hope he has a great life in life. And if he can do anything for you to make your life better, I hope life will get better for you. Okay, that's all I can do. Lemon, I don't know how that one IO. It was nice meeting you. I don't know. Salem, are you? And then old. I can't remember. Hey, Shadow Script. Nice to meet you. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. That's basically it. I'm hoping to get the badges and everything transferred. I'm also let me see if I can pull that up real quick, and see if I can find the other badge. Oh, I can show you the media thing real quick. Now it looks like Google's kind of slow right now. I've had some problems with Google too. I've sent them emails about me being media and other things, and I've had some other questions, but um, um, yeah, I did. I just recently got the Computex Media Guide. This is saying that I was registered for Computex as a live person. This is the third time I've been media. It anyway, and then there's the media guide that they sent me that is kind of interesting what they're going to have at the show. I'm trying to still get to the show, but I don't know if I'll be able to. It's now the 27th. It starts in 4 days. Don't know if I'm going to be able to make it to the show or not. But anyway, the show. This is the media guy, and that's the for the media part. And it just Shows your stuff, and this is the where everything's laid out in the show. Um, Telex one, text one, map different. Looks like different floor levels. I don't know how big of a building this is. It might be. It looks smaller than the convention center at Las Vegas at the CES, but it might be bigger. I don't know. And then they do have this building here. I don't know that they have hotels and stuff like that, like they did in Vegas, of different things going on. And it looks like they have a bus route if you use bus routes or, or things. And then they have and it says there's shell information for the NVIDIA keynote to the conference, the CEO keynote. Looking for me at CS 2026. Anyway, and this is on my mail, but anyway. And I'm also using Proton Mail. Um, I'll show you Proton Mail real quick. This is Proton Mail. Eh, eh, its interface is not as good as Google's, I don't think. I like Google's, but supposedly there's more protection on this interface. There is, if you want to, you can upgrade for $1, so you can do that. You can also go in here and um, you can get Proton Mail apps, replay introduction, and then if you want to, you can even block an address. And I was looking for the thing which showed the actual code for it. I can't find it. Shows the the codes to actually purchase this. And then the Google, I did have Google at one point. I still have Google One, and then I did have Apple One at one point. Apple One was on here. Apple One um, was great to have. It was nice to have the storage aspect of Apple One. It was also fun to have that the Apple One storage was pretty cool, but also the music that gave me, and then also the storage for it had iCloud and Apple One, and then it had the media, and then it had all the other features that came with Apple One. Anyway, and then I do have Xbox Game Pass Ultimate because I play games with Michael Goldie Live YouTube channel, and I play not Michael Goodley Live YouTube channel, and then I also play games on Sim Racing with Michael, and that's my sim racing remote, and this is what this is right here, sim racing. It's an old wheel, old equipment. But the frame is really nice. The frame is a cockpit I found on eBay because it's really sturdy and strong, but only takes Moza wheels and it takes Logitech wheels. I don't know if you can get Fantech wheel on it, and I don't know if you can get a SimCube wheel on it, and I don't know if you can get any. There's two or three Chinese brands that I don't know if you get those wheels on. It uses the layout for a Logitech wheel. Um, it's actually really pretty nice. I did at one point have a used TV I was using as a monitor. I did find this monitor in the trash. Um, this is the old machine. This is the machine that I was trying to rebuild and make my server and I was going to add storage to it, and then and then use the storage as a backup and run somewhere again storage, and then have and I have an old keyboard that I did a review on over there. And then I have this is the light right here. And then I found this trash this printer in the trash can. Replaced the toner in it, and it's starting to work. Had to do some restore, but I have this other printer back here that I found in the trash, and I can't get it to work. I replaced the ink cartridges. I need to replace the print heads, and the print heads cost like $20 to $30. And after the print heads, it may work again. It does. I can see it on the network now. I did after I restored it. It's now working on the network. It's just I haven't been able to print on it. But this one does print, and it does print decently well. It's a pain when it stopped working. And then I found this lamp in the trash, but it was a cool little lamp that I call Horsey lamp because he's a kind of a horse. And then I have some stuffed animals and stuff. And, found some of them in the trash and some of them didn't. And some of them have just been with me for a long time. Like BB Bear has been there for like probably 30 years, unfortunately. He's been with me for a long time. I had him when I was really young. The dog character I think was with me longer because I think I found it in the closet. I think he was with my sister at one point. But then I had that one that my sister sent me when I was at Friendship, I think, or it may have been at Salvation Army. She sent me the bear. Anyway, yeah. And then I found this guy. I found those two in the trash, and they were great little characters. I thought I kept them, and then found the top one in the um, it was in the trash also with this reindeer guy, and then he's also in the trash with another guy. Anyway, I appreciate y'all watching. It's been fun. Thank you for enjoying my content. I really need to get my channel going with my guitar, and I was doing Guitarsmith or Rocksmith, and actually start playing Rocksmith again and learning how to play the guitar. I used to go to the wellness center here and tried to learn from him, but one day he came in and got mad at me because he said I smelled. I mean, and I was walking a lot for my brother at the time. I was working so much that I was spelling, and I said, "Yeah, I was working for my brother. I'm sorry." And how he said it was just kind of just came off completely rude, and I got pissed off at him, and I haven't been back. But it was at the wellness center. It was at the local one. But if he was polite, I would have probably came back by now. But I wanted to learn. He was a good teacher, and there's another guy that taught me some too, but I've forgotten most of it. But I do use now Rocksmith, and you can use the cable to connect to the guitar, and use the card cable to connect to your computer. You can use a program called Rocksmith or Rocksmith Plus, and they have it on the Steam. I don't know if they have it on other players, other like on the on the Amazon store or on the other stores, but there is a Rocksmith and Rocksmith Plus, and they're also by they have their own store too, so they're on their own store too. But Rocksmith, regular Rocksmith is out of date, so that's the only reason it's still on the Steam store. But it's really cool because you can also use it to play games and shoot people with your guitar, and I thought that's what's cool about Rocksmith Would Load It. Yeah, and I didn't show you this real quick. I'll show you it to you now. It's This is some stuff I thought was neat. This is me when I was like 8 years old playing soccer. And this is me, well, later in life when I tried to surf or surfboard thing. And this is me by the pier. And this is a painting my aunt painted. It was all amazing. Me as artist in an umbrella. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a great day, guys. I'm not showing anything else. If there's anything I can do, let me know. I pray for you and love you. In Jesus Christ's name, I pray. Amen. See you later. Have a nice day. And hope you enjoy my content. Check out my podcast on both on all my channels. Check me out, Hoobie Michael Gouldy. Check me out at spacesbox.com. Check me out at michaelgouldy.com. And then check me out all my different links on Spacesbox. And also I'm over on X if you like using X or Twitter at spacer_MJG. Then we're also listed as Spices Box over on Twitter. Then I'm also on Instagram and I'm also on TikTok. And please help me and support me and help me grow. And I appreciate your time and energy. Thank you. Bye.